everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He's got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing now is Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On 1st down, Manning. He's got Floyd out left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Manning now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Breeze to throw on second down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Third down, still 14 yards left. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. If you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
He gets it complete to Harris. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. A dump off to Breen. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's got Floyd out left. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Manning now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play clock winding down. Throwing is Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw is Manning. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Michael Floyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A Another pistol look here. On second down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down. And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Breeze to throw again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Down is Manning. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Manning now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Breeze now on first down. Complete here to the right to Bolden. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Breeze to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw, it's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a play fake. Manning completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And quickly, they get to the line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Breeze. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up third down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Here we go. Hey, watch it.
Now Breeze on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got Snead. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come out here in the I. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come up in an offset I. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Still on his feet. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's real.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's got Floyd out left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Manning now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs. Working
from the gun, Manning. And it pops 3. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third and long, it's Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Manning going to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On play action. Now Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. It's the Saints' new acquisition from the Rams, Nick Fairley, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And now with the play clock winding down, Ben back, and who's going to call a timeout? It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. 3rd down here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He's got time. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. They find some open field here. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And New York set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.